name is Reg and I'm the Paper Junkie, and welcome to my channel. So today, what I'm going to show you are the different notebooks that Belle de Jour or BDJ has recently released during their planner launch last October 20 and 21. So some of them I think were just revamps of the ones they currently have, or maybe the covers have been changed or redesigned for this year. Some are entirely new, and I'm going to show them to you today. So these were included in the PR kit that I received when I attended the event. So I think we can start with the Schema notebooks. Let me just get them here. So we have the Schema dot notebook and the Schema blank. I think there's another one, but I'm not sure what it is. I think it's grid or blank, but I got these two notebooks. So there's actually no other thing that I can show you except that it's dotted and it's actually perforated there, so if you can see it, so it makes it easy for you to tear the pages. This is very useful for me because sometimes when I tend to write down stuff or just mind sweep, I tend to make the notes dirty. So if I want to remove that or replace that with something else, or even if I just want to have one page, maybe if we're in a meeting and one of my office mates or somebody else in an event would need some paper and I have this notebook with me, then it would be easier to just at least give them a paper. Okay, so I think there's nothing else to show except just the perforated pages and the dotted pages. So I think they're color coded and then they have a label what it is. So if you're wondering, the plastic came with the notebook, so you can also use these plastic pockets to insert important papers that you have. So this type of notebooks are very helpful for note-taking in school and in the office, and if you have a side hustle, or if you work from home or you're a freelancer, then just to dump your notes. This one's blank, so same thing as the dot one. Its pages are also perforated, so you can tear them if you don't want what you wrote. I'm not sure about the paper because there's no label if it's like how thick is the paper, but I can actually try with a few pens I have and just to see if they're going to bleed. So I have this pack of pens with me. I'm not sure. Forgive me if I didn't use the ones that are in my pen case, but these have like different types of pens that I have. So I think we can use the blank one. So I'm assuming that the pages, the thickness of the papers for each notebook, even though they differ in the, like this is blank and this is dotted, and the thickness of the paper is the same. So I can actually use a normal pen. So this is a Sarasa pen, but I think we should choose a color that's a bit visible because that one I think will not show. So we're just gonna test the pages if it's going to bleed or not. So I'm going to use this normal pen. This is our Sarasa pen. We're going to use a Stabilo Boss highlighter, these are not sponsored, by the way. I'm going to use, let's choose a thicker one. Here, Pigma Micron 5, and I think this one's thicker than the other one because it's a marker and not just an ordinary pen. And then I have this brush pen from Zig, and what else? So we have this Sakura pen, which I think I also got from the BDJ event. And then we're going to also try and use this Pilot brush, Pilot Petite pen, and this fountain pen that I use every day, which is the Twisby 580 AL. So it's inked with Noodler's Lexington Gray. So we're just going to test the pages if they're going to bleed. And I'm going to speed it up just so it won't bore you. Wrote on this page. I can tear it anyway if I don't like this pen test page to be here. So I wrote on the Schema blank notebook, and as you can see, most of them they ghosted, but they didn't really bleed through. So if you're like me who's not really bothered by this, then I think it's okay. I think it has the fountain pen has minimal, or maybe it's because of the flow of the ink, I'm not sure, but there's minimal bleeding. But the strokes I wrote didn't really bleed through, but there's ghosting on most of them. But I think the important thing is that it does not bleed, so I'm assuming that the paper is a bit thick. Let's move on. I have here also 3 copies of the Forget-Me-Not Meetings Journal. I'm just going to zoom out so you can see the full. Okay, so I have 3, but the only differences are, they're all different. So this one's for meetings, and then this one's for ideas, and this one's for lists. So I thought initially they were all the same because they almost have the same covers. So for the meetings journal, I think they all have the same thing on each page, and just we have here it's also perforated like the Schema Notebooks, so you can tear this up if you would want to give the copy to somebody else. So there's space for meeting 4, so what the topic was for that meeting, the date and time the meeting was held, objectives, people involved or people attending the meeting, and then the notes for the meeting. So you can actually consume 1 page for 1 meeting, or maybe a couple of pages, and then just tear them up and then staple them, and then give it to the lead if you're not the lead person for that meeting or the lead contact. But it's really helpful for not only office stuff or work stuff, but also for meetings with organizations. Move on to the next 2 notebooks. We have the Forget-Me-Not Ideas Journal. So I still haven't opened this one yet. Here. So I think it's pretty much just blank pages. I thought there's... So basically, if you have any ideas you would want to write down, you can do it here and then tear the page after. It's also perforated So you can just tear them up if you finish writing down your idea. Maybe if you're pitching for something, if you're working on your passion project, if you're doing a brain dump or a mind sweep of everything that's happening, you can use the ideas journal. Last but not the least is the forget me not list journal. So they're all forget me nots, but they have different pages and purposes. So this one is for lists. So all the pages are divided into 4 equal sections here, as you can see. And you can use them to write down lists. Like for example, this list is for this and that, this and that. To buy, wish list, checklist for next year, and for planners that I need to do for my vlog, for my blog, for my for my Instagram account and stuff like that. So basically that's just it. It's plain paper. So with trying to feel the paper, I think it pretty much uses the same paper as the one that I showed you before, the Schema notebook. So basically what pens passed the pen test for this notebook would basically or can be used in the forget me not notebook. So those are 3, 4, and 5. As far as I know, there's another one, but I don't have it. It's not included in the kit. But I still love these notebooks anyway. What else? Oh, this is pretty interesting. The Essentials notebooks. So last year, they have the Essentials here, as you can see it. So I'm still going to do the review for this Essentials planner separately, but if you want to see what's inside it, this is this year's Essential notebook, and I basically use it for my GTD system when I do planning. So this is how it looks like on the inside, but I'm going to do another video review for the Essentials planner separately, and then we can compare what's the difference between this year and then last year. But the important thing is that the Essentials notebook are basically just different types of notebooks. So there's blank, grid, and dot. So it looks the craft cover looks the same as last or this year's Essentials planner, but let's open it. So you can see the stickers there, the different types of Essentials notebook you can purchase. So I got all of them. I got 3 and it makes me really happy. So the Essentials notebook, let's just put this aside first, and the pens, sorry, let's keep it first. So the Essentials notebook, it's just dotted here. So I believe this is perfect for bullet journaling, especially if you're starting and you don't want to spend too much on dotted notebooks yet. Or basically it can be used for notes. So I mean, that's just it. It's blank. When I say blank, it doesn't have any format or layouts, but it's dotted. And so unlike the Schema and the forget-me-not notebooks, the pages are not perforated, and I think they're also Smith sewn. There, as you can see, it's a bit thick. So I believe by just feeling or touching the paper that it's pretty much the same as the Schema and the blank and the Schema and the forget-me-not journals. And it would pass pretty much the same pen tests. So we move on to the, I think this is the green one since it's gray. So I like that they do this. It has different pages and the colors are different, so you would easily know that the craft cover is has dotted pages, the gray cover has the grid pages, and then the black cover has the blank pages. So we're going to open it up. And it's pretty much the same. So it's grid, and I'm not really used to big grids because I use a different planner, which is smaller ones, but I think this is good. It really is. So if you're into like bigger grids, then this can be the notebook for you. So again, you can use it for bullet journaling if you're into grids and not dots. And you can use it for notes. You can use it for art, maybe if you're doing pixel art or whatever you want to use a notebook for. So again, same feel of paper, so I'm pretty sure it would pass the same pen tests. Then the last one is the black cover, which is the blank notebook. So I believe it's not only for writing. I think sketches can be made here if you don't want to bring like big sketch pads and you want to bring notebooks only, so you can use this. So it's all blank, and same as the dotted and the grid, the pages are not perforated, and then they're all blank here. So there, I forgot how much this costs, but I'm going to include it either in a caption below somewhere here, or just include it in the description box below so that you would know how much it would cost. They were actually on sale or discounted during the BDJ launch, and they were 20% off, so you would have to watch out for that. I think the last one that I'm going to show you for this video is the Quest journal, but this one's not included in the PR kit. I bought it from the store, the pop-up store they had during the BDJ launch. And this one, I remember, I think it cost oh no, I forgot. And I was confident. Oh yes, I think it's around 400. I bought it at that price, but I think the normal price is 420 or 460. I have to double check. I mean, same as the other notebooks, I would include it in the link below or in a caption somewhere in this video. So this is actually the new one. I have the regular sized one, which was also sent to me by BDJ last year, so I won't be flipping it through. But this one's my Quest journal, and I use it for the envelope budgeting for money and other stuff. So all my coupons are here, all the other gift certificates, and there's a notebook here just for writing down and tracking whatever I put into it. I also have this small one, but let me just get it quickly here. I hope my arms are not showing. So here's my smaller Quest journal, and I use it as a wallet. So this one I just got from a local shop here in the Philippines, and then there are other stuff inside here. So that's how I've been using the two Quest journals I have. So the other one's a wallet, and then the other one's for financial stuff. And so this is the new size for the Quest journal, and it's basic. I forgot again, I'm so sorry, what they call this size. I think it's personal, but here. So when you buy it, it comes with a blank notebook a blank notebook and a dotted one, and then some plastic slots, and then a zip, so it's one, so you can use it to like store receipts or other papers that are important. But mainly it comes with a dotted and a blank notebook. What's interesting is, and it was shown to me by Lai, one of the members of Belle de Jour, the Schema dot notebooks can actually fit in the regular notebook. So if you want, maybe if you finish this notebook, it can actually fit the schema dot. Oh, not only the schema dot, but the schema notebooks. So there, and it's actually true. So if you want chunky notebooks, then I think you can add another band here, and then just include the other notebooks here. Let's just check if it's going to fit, if it's chunky. There. So if you want a notebook that is as chunky as this, so these are the 2 free notebooks when you buy the personal size quest journal, or and then the 2 notebooks at the back part are the schema notebooks. So it actually works, but personally I don't like it when the notebooks or the inserts are showing, so maybe a maximum of 2 or 3 notebooks inside would be okay for me. I still don't have any plans yet as to what I'll be using this for, since I still have my notebooks in the office, but I will probably use this or have a plan for this or a purpose for this in the next few weeks. So there, these are the notebooks I have, and I have a lot. This isn't even everything yet, so I'm really excited to use all of this for this year. Oh, I was trying to look for the schema notebooks. I forgot I put them inside. So again, I'm going to put the prices and the links of the notebooks I mentioned from the BDJ site in the description box below, and then we're going also to put like timelines, so if you want to view more about it, you can just click on the page and then add them to your cart if you would want, and then buy them. But I'm pretty sure I already saw this notebooks in Fully Booked, and again, that's not sponsored, but I did saw them at the mall already. So I'm pretty sure that even if you won't order them online to avoid costs of shipping fees, then you can just go to the nearest bookstores and then they're available there already. But I think that it's more fun to order online, because there's this excitement in waiting for your package. There's also sometimes I'm not really in that mood to be patient, and then I order in the stores. But anyway, enough babbling. If you like this video, then please leave a comment below or hit the like button. Like, comment, and subscribe. And if you have anything that you would want me to do a video on about planners and other paper stuff, because that's the focus of my vlog, then feel free to just comment them down below. And I'll see you in my next video. Thanks for watching. Bye.